The credit alert hit my phone at 2 a.m. on a Tuesday. I almost ignored it, probably just another pre-approval notice or some glitch in the system. But something made me check. Congratulations on your recent auto loan approval. Your new Honda Civic will bring you years of reliable transportation. Amount financed, $28,000. Monthly payment, $485. I sat bolt upright in bed, suddenly very awake. I didn't own a Honda Civic. I didn't even need a car. My 10-year-old Corolla ran just fine, and I'd paid it off 3 years ago. My hands shook as I logged into my credit monitoring app. There it was, clear as day. A car loan from Seaside Honda, approved yesterday, with my name, my social security number, and my parents' address as the contact information. No, they wouldn't. But even as I thought it, I knew they would. And they had. I called the dealership as soon as they opened. Hi, I'm calling about a Honda Civic purchased yesterday under my name, Natalie Winters. Oh yes, Ms. Winters, congratulations on your purchase. Is everything okay with the vehicle? I didn't purchase a vehicle. Silence. Then, carefully. I'm showing here that you came in yesterday afternoon with your parents? You signed all the paperwork. What did I look like? I'm sorry, the woman who signed the paperwork. What did she look like? More silence. Papers shuffling. Let me transfer you to our finance manager. 20 minutes and 3 transfers later, I had the full picture. A young woman, matching my general description, had come in with my parents. She'd presented my driver's license. Not a copy, my actual license that I'd thought I'd lost last month when my purse went missing at family dinner. She'd signed my name on every document, aided by my mother who helpfully reminded her of details like my employer and salary. The finance manager's voice was tight with worry. Are you saying this was fraudulent? That's exactly what I'm saying. We'll need to file a police report. I'll handle that, I said. But I want every piece of paperwork emailed to me within the hour. My next call was to my credit card companies, then the credit bureaus to freeze everything. As I waited on hold, the rage built slowly, methodically, like a pot coming to boil. This wasn't a momentary lapse in judgment. This was calculated, planned. They'd stolen my license, researched my financial information, coached my sister through the deception. My phone buzzed. A text from my sister Chloe. Thanks again for the amazing early birthday present. I love my new car. You're the best sister ever. Two Hearts Automobile. Attached was a photo of her posing with a white Honda Civic, ribbon on the hood, my parents beaming in the background. I screenshotted everything. The police were surprisingly helpful once I showed them the evidence. The detective, a tired-looking woman named Rodriguez, shook her head as she reviewed the paperwork. You sure you want to press charges? This being family and all? If it wasn't family, would you ask me that? She gave me a long look. No, ma'am, I would not. Then yes, I want to press charges. It'll take a few days to process everything. In the meantime, you might want to handle this civilly with the dealership. Get that car returned. Oh, I intend to, I said. But I'm going to do it my way. Chloe's 25th birthday party was that Saturday. I'd already RSVP'd weeks ago, back when I thought my biggest problem was finding a gift for someone who my parents gave everything to anyway. Now I had a different kind of surprise planned. I called Tom's Towing and Recovery. I need a repo scheduled for this Saturday around 2 p.m. I'll send you all the paperwork. We usually do repos at night, ma'am. Less confrontational. I want confrontational, I said. I'll pay extra. How much extra? The rest of the week was a masterclass in pretending everything was normal. Chloe texted me pictures of her car every day. At Starbucks, at the mall, parked outside her job at the yoga studio our parents paid for her to manage despite her having no business experience. Each photo twisted the knife a little deeper. My mother called Wednesday. Honey, are you coming to Chloe's party? I want to finalize the head count for the caterer. The caterer? For her 25th birthday. When I'd turned 25, I'd gotten a card with a $50 gift certificate to Olive Garden. Wouldn't miss it, I said, voice steady. Wonderful. Oh, and park on the street when you come. The driveway will be full, and we want to make sure Chloe's new car is visible from the backyard. She's so proud of it. I bet she is. It's amazing what good credit can do, Mom continued, oblivious. She's been so responsible lately, the dealership approved her immediately. I bit my tongue so hard I tasted blood. Saturday arrived bright and sunny, perfect party weather. I dressed carefully, smart casual, nothing that screamed, I'm about to destroy your day. I arrived right on time, gift bag in hand, smile plastered on my face. The backyard was decorated like a wedding reception. Fairy lights, professionally arranged flowers, a DJ booth. There had to be 50 people there. Chloe held court in the center, radiating joy in a designer dress I recognized from her Instagram stories last month. $400, but YOLO, she'd captioned it. Natalie. She bounced over, throwing her arms around me. Did you see my car? Isn't it perfect? I still can't believe you did that for me. I can't believe it either, I said. Why don't you tell me about it? She launched into a detailed review of every feature, from the backup camera to the Apple CarPlay. I nodded along, noting how she'd already personalized it with seat covers and a rhinestone license plate frame. The insurance is a bit high, she confided, but Daddy says he'll help with that. Of course he will. My father appeared at my elbow. Natalie, good of you to come. He couldn't quite meet my eyes. At least he had the decency to look guilty. Dad, I checked my phone. 1:47 p.m. Beautiful party. Your mother outdid herself. She always does. For Chloe. He shifted uncomfortably. Now, Natalie. Did you know, I interrupted, that identity theft within families accounts for 30% of all cases? And that family members typically steal 20% more than stranger fraudsters because they have better access to personal information. His face paled. I don't know what you're. The average victim spends 200 hours resolving family identity theft. That's 5 work weeks. 5 weeks of my life I'll spend cleaning up your mess. Natalie, please. Not here. I smiled. Where would you prefer? The police station. He grabbed my arm. You didn't. I shook him off. I did. And in about. I checked my phone again. 8 minutes, you're going to see exactly how serious I am. I walked away before he could respond, making my way to the gift table. My present, a card with printed screenshots of the fraudulent loan documents, sat among the professionally wrapped boxes. I'd considered adding a bow but decided that might be too much. My mother found me by the punch bowl. Natalie, you look lovely. Though I do wish you'd worn something more festive. This is a celebration. Oh, I'm celebrating, I assured her. Hey Mom, quick question. When you helped Chloe forge my signature at the dealership, did you practice beforehand, or just wing it? The ladle slipped from her hand, punch splattering across the white tablecloth. I don't. The finance manager remembered you. Said you were very helpful. Knew exactly what to write for my employment information, my salary, even my previous addresses. I pulled out my phone, showing her the emailed security footage the dealership had reluctantly provided. You can see here where you're pointing to the signature line. Natalie, we were just trying to help your sister. By committing fraud. By stealing from me. By ruining my credit. We were going to pay it back. When? How? Chloe doesn't even have a real job. She teaches yoga. At a studio you pay for her to play manager at. You're being dramatic. It's just a car loan. You can afford it. That's not the point. Several heads turned our way. I lowered my voice. You stole my identity. You committed a federal crime. You taught Chloe that theft is okay as long as it's from family. Family helps family, she hissed. You've always been selfish with your money. Lord knows you have enough. Because I work for it. Because I save. Because I don't spend $20,000 on birthday parties for adult children. Your sister deserves nice things. Then buy them yourself. Or better yet, let her earn them. You've always been jealous of Chloe. No, Mom. I've always been tired of subsidizing her. A commotion at the side gate made us both turn. My phone buzzed. 2 p.m. exactly. What's happening? Mom's voice pitched higher. Did someone call the police? No, I said, watching Tom from Tom's Towing swagger through the gate, clipboard in hand. I called a tow truck. The party fell silent as Tom and his partner made their way toward the driveway. Chloe, still holding court near the DJ booth, hadn't noticed yet. Ma'am, Tom called out, his voice carrying across the yard. I'm looking for a white Honda Civic, license plate. No. My mother's face drained of color. Natalie, you didn't. VIN number ending in 4827? Tom continued, consulting his paperwork. I have an order for repossession. Chloe's scream could probably be heard 3 blocks away. What? No. That's my car. She ran toward the driveway in her designer heels, nearly twisting an ankle on the grass. The entire party followed like some bizarre parade. There's a mistake, she cried. I just got this car. It's mine. Tom looked supremely unbothered. Are you Natalie Winters? No, I'm Chloe. Natalie's my sister. Well, according to these documents, the car is registered to Natalie Winters, who has reported it as fraudulently obtained. I have authorization for immediate repossession. Natalie. Chloe spun around, mascara already running. Tell them you gave me this car. I stepped forward, keeping my voice calm. I didn't give you anything, Chloe. You stole it. Or rather, Mom and Dad helped you steal it. It's not stealing. You're my sister. Which makes it worse, actually. According to my lawyer. Your lawyer? Dad's voice cracked. I pulled out the police report. Detective Rodriguez. She'll be in touch Monday. The dealership is pressing charges too, by the way. Turns out they take fraud pretty seriously. Tom was already hooking up the car. Chloe tried to block him, but his partner gently moved her aside. My stuff is in there, she wailed. You can contact the impound lot, Tom said. Though technically, anything bought with fraudulent funds. This is insane. My mother turned on me. How could you do this to your sister? At her birthday party. How could you steal my identity? I countered. How could you teach her that she's entitled to anything she wants, including my credit score? We're family. Exactly. Which is why this hurts so much. The car was loaded now. Tom handed me the paperwork to sign, which I did with a flourish. The entire party watched in stunned silence as the truck pulled away with Chloe's, my car. You ruined everything. Chloe sobbed. This was supposed to be my perfect day. You ruined it yourself when you agreed to commit fraud, I said. When you let them convince you that you deserved something that wasn't yours. I hate you. That's fine. But you're going to hate having a criminal record more. My father stepped forward. Surely we can work this out. We'll pay for the car. With what money? The retirement fund you already drained helping Chloe find herself for 5 years? The equity in your house you borrowed against for her yoga studio? He flinched. I'd done my homework. Here's what's going to happen, I continued. The car goes back to the dealership. You're going to pay whatever fees they demand. You're going to cooperate fully with the police investigation. And you're going to get Chloe into therapy to figure out why she thinks she's entitled to everything I work for. Or, Mom's chin lifted defiantly. Or I proceed with the full criminal case. Identity theft, fraud, conspiracy. Did you know conspiracy charges can add 5 years? Each. You wouldn't. I have the paper trail. Every text where Chloe thanked me for my gift. The security footage. My stolen license. Your signatures on the documents as witnesses. I pulled out my phone, showing them the folder I'd compiled. My lawyer says it's a slam dunk. The party guests were starting to drift away, the celebration thoroughly destroyed. The DJ was packing up. The caterers looked unsure whether to continue serving food. Chloe had collapsed into a chair, still sobbing. Mom rushed to comfort her, shooting me poisonous looks. Dad lingered. This didn't have to happen this way. You're right, I agreed. It didn't have to happen at all. You could have taught her to stand on her own feet. You could have said no. You could have not committed a felony. She's your sister. And I'm your daughter. When did that stop mattering? He had no answer. I left them there in their ruined party, among the fairy lights and wilting flowers. As I walked to my car, my legally obtained, fully paid-off car, my phone buzzed with a text from an unknown number. This is Amanda from the party. I don't know you, but that was the most badass thing I've ever seen. My family pulls the same shit. Good for you. Then another. This is your cousin Eric. About time someone stood up to them. Call me if you need a witness. And another. This is Detective Rodriguez. Just saw the repo go through. See you Monday to finalize the report. By the time I got home, I had 17 messages of support, 3 offers to testify, and 1 very long voicemail from a lawyer friend offering to take the case pro bono. I poured myself a glass of wine and sat on my couch. The one I'd bought with my own money, in my apartment I paid for myself, surrounded by things I'd earned. My phone rang. Mom. I let it go to voicemail. You've destroyed this family, her message said. I hope you're happy. I took a sip of wine and considered. Was I happy? No, but I was free. Free from the expectation that I'd always be the responsible one, the one who fixed things, the one who paid. My credit alerts were already showing the inquiry for the loan removal. By Monday, it would be like it never happened. Except it had, and we all knew it. Chloe would probably never speak to me again. My parents would ice me out until they needed something. The extended family would gossip for months. But for the first time in my life, I didn't care. I raised my glass to the empty room. Happy birthday, Chloe. Hope you enjoyed your gift. Because the gift wasn't the car or the repo, or even the police report. It was the lesson that actions have consequences. That family isn't a free pass for fraud. That being the responsible daughter doesn't mean being the family doormat. And if they couldn't see that, well, that was their loss. My loss was $50 for the tow truck's premium timing fee. Worth every penny.